Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. Setting records has become a tradition for the Northeast Texas Beef Improvement Organization, better known as NetBio, in their preconditioned calf and yearling sale. And the January sale was no different, despite the rainy, wet, cold conditions. The sale, held Wednesday at the Silver Springs Livestock Commission, was the largest January sale in NetBio's nearly 20-year history, with producers selling 7,716 head of cattle. Livestock Commission co-owner David Fowler said the cattle held up good through the wet conditions. The demand for cattle was good, and replacements were in high demand. There were 308 sellers, 44 buyers, and the cattle averaged $770.70 per head. Wednesday, January 18th, saw over $13,000 being raised in 1 hour for Anthony's Village, a GoFundMe.com account established by Colleen Hoover for 19-year-old homeless man in Silver Springs. The original goal was $5,000, but it was increased to $20,000 as money poured in during the first hour. Some 385 people or more gave in that first hour. By the second hour, the GoFundMe goal was set at $20,000, and as of 10 a.m. Thursday morning, $58,956 of a then $50,000 goal had been met. In 20 hours, 2,114 people contributed to the campaign. Hoover described the young man's life. She stated that he was left in Silver Springs by a drug-addicted mother who moved back to Oklahoma. Early efforts to assist him did not continue to meet the needs of the young man. She said that he slept in alleys and streets before having a 200 square feet area available. He was fed by several of the downtown restaurants and often found shelter in businesses during the day. He often visited the Bookworm Box, owned by Hoover, and used the free Wi-Fi there. She said that she and her husband learned about his need over that time. To read more about this, you can go to the GoFundMe Anthony's Village site. A promise of more money to come and a check for $3,750 to deposit now with your name and current address can be a tempting draw, but the bogus check and promise was part of a scam that claims to be an international sweepstakes. The scam artists will ask the recipient to deposit the check and to call them back. They're seeking funds and personal information regarding the recipient. Such a check, if received, and it was received by a local resident who took it to the Senior Citizens Center on Wednesday, should you receive such a check, take it to law enforcement. Wednesday, President and Chief Executive Officer Tom Sellers announced that the Board of Directors of Alliance Bank have approved the promotions of Ruth Ann Krausen to Executive Vice President Chief Risk Officer, Kevin Monk to Executive Vice President Chief Operations Officer, Mike Jumper as Senior Vice President Mortgage, and Julie DeGalia to Senior Vice President Human Resource. Ruth Ann Krausen has an incredible, strong legacy with Alliance Bank, according to Tom Sellers, CEO. He said that members of her family have continuously worked for the bank for over 90 years. Her career span is 45 years, as she began as a statement clerk in September of 1970. She currently serves on the bank board of directors. She's a graduate of Silver Springs High School, attended East Texas State University, and completed the Southwestern Graduate School of Banking held at SMU. Sellers said that they are excited to have her knowledge and passion heading the newest department, Risk Management. Risk management has become a critically important part of banking, and Sellers said he can't think of any person he would entrust with that position any more than Krausen. Krausen will oversee IT risk, BSA security, vendor management, and compliance. Kevin Monk has served as Senior Operations Officer since 2005 and will expand his role as Executive Vice President, Chief Operations Officer for the bank. Monk started his career at Alliance Bank in 1990 while attending East Texas State University and graduated with a degree in Human Resource Management. He attended and is a graduate of the Graduate School of Banking in Colorado and Banking Operations Institute. He has served in several leadership roles with the Independent Bankers Association of Texas and most recently sits on the Service Board. Additionally, he serves as an advisory board on the advisory boards of both Bank Operations Institute and Bank Lending Institute. Mike Jumper has a strong background in mortgage both in Rockwall and in Hopkins County. Jumper has been with Alliance Bank for 14 years. He's a graduate of Texas A&M Commerce with a bachelor's degree in business administration. He's also a graduate of Bank Operations Institute at Southern Methodist University. Julie DeGalia started her career with Alliance Bank in 2004 as an Assistant Vice President in Human Resources. In 2006, she was promoted to Vice President and again promoted to Director of Human Resources in 2012. She received a bachelor's degree in Human Resource Management from East Texas State University. She's also a graduate of Bank Operations Institute held at SMU. Additionally, she holds professional certifications in Senior Professional and Senior Certified Professional in Human Resources Management. In a news release, Rusty Harden, Director of Communications and Assistant Superintendent of Sulphur Springs Schools, announced that the Sulphur Springs Independent School District will hold a public hearing Monday, February 13th at 6 p.m. for the purpose of discussing the annual report of the Educational Performance and Texas Academic Performance Report for the 2015-2016 school year. That hearing will be held in conjunction with the regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Trustees. The meeting will be held at the Administration Building at 631 Conley Street in Sulphur Springs. Thursday morning, Brad Bergen and John Sellers filed for Sulphur Springs City Council. Bergen filed for place 6, Sellers files as an incumbent to place 7. Filing continues through February 18th for the May 6th City Council election. Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.